Hi friends, this is Bijita. Welcome to my channel once again. Today in this video I'll show you a very important topic that is a very common question being asked in any interview, and as well as it is a real-time scenario as well. That is the intercompany transaction. How we do configure the intercompany transactions in our system and how the transaction happens. So first of all, I have prepared a scenario like, say my company code is ABC. Okay, my company code is ABC. Now there is a expenses occurring in ABC's books of account, that is a floor rent, office rent. Okay, so what will be the entry? Normal rent account debit to bank. This is the normal accounting entry that happens. But say our company has two branch. Okay, I mean our company has two different company codes. One is ABC, another one is 1000. Say for an example, it may happen that the company has two branches in two different country. One belongs to Europe, another one belongs to US. Say for an example, now this is, say this ABC belongs to Europe and 1000 belongs to US. Okay, so it may happen that in Europe, some project is going on which is basically belonging to 1000 company code. So against that particular project, all the recurring expenses should be paid by 1000 company code. So say that project happens and in that has some floor expenses as well. It is there in the office floor. So it needs to pay the floor rent, So ABC, this is happening, say for an example, ABC is contracting the vendor, means who is the floor provider, and ABC is saying, okay, on behalf of me 1000 company code will pay. But in ABC's books of account, what will be the accounting entry posted? That is the rent account debit to intercompany payable. Okay, means in ABC's books of accounts, in ABC company code only, in ABC company code only the floor rent happens. Okay, but it will be basically paid by 1000 company code. So this rent account debit to bank would be broken into two transactions. One is in the ABC's books of account and another one is in 1000's books of accounts. So in ABC's books of account, what will be the accounting entry? Rent account debit to intercompany payable. And in ABC's in 1000's books of accounts, it will pay the amount, hence bank would be credited, and accordingly the debit entry would be the intercompany receivable. So that's the common transaction. I mean that's a very normal transaction, and that's quite easy to understand. So that's this transaction. So if we now concentrate on this transaction, here intercompany payable credit, here intercompany receivable debit, so it is nullifying with each other, hence the remaining debit and credit, rent is debited here and bank is credited here, which is again this one, rent debit to bank. So rent debit to bank is basically broken into two parts. One is in ABC's books of account, another one is in 1000's books of account. So in ABC's books of account, rent is being debited. In 1000's books of account, bank is being credited. Why? Because the 1000 is paying the money, and accordingly the intercompany payable is being credited in ABC's books of account, and intercompany receivable is debited in 1000's books of account. So I hope this much is clear to you. The accounting part is very much clear to you. Now I am going to system. So here what all account I require? That is rent account. That is rent account and bank account are the normal account. I am not showing those GL to you. I hope by this time you all know how to create a GL master. So that is quite normal. That is quite basic thing. However, there are two another accounts. One is intercompany payable, that is in ABC's books of account, and another one is intercompany receivable, that is in 1000's books of account. So I am showing these two accounts to you. Now going to SAP. /n AFS 00 intercompany's books of accounts, ABC's books of account intercompany payable. Let me go to ABC intercompany payable. ABC no, not this one. Going to AFS 00 once again. AFS 00. This one is 1000 company code. Let me show you the receivable first. Intercompany receivable. Yes, intercompany receivable is this account. Going inside, it is the balance sheet account, intercompany receivable. Now going to control data, short key given, account currency given, field status group given. So that's it. Intercompany receivable is fine, and the same is intercompany payable. 1000 ABC intercompany receivable, intercompany 307 would be the payable account. Yes, intercompany payable. Yes, so intercompany 307 is the intercompany payable in ABC's books of account. It belongs to current liability. Intercompany payable, balance sheet account. Once again, going to control data, I have ticked on both the line item and open item as it is the balance sheet account. However, that depends upon your business requirement. Going to the create bank interest, here the field status group, this is the reconciliation account field status group given. However, that depends upon your requirement. Let me change it to general. Yes, data set, I have changed it to general. So intercompany, I have shown you both the intercompany receivable and intercompany payable account. These are normal balance sheet account. So I think you easily can create those GL in your system. Now the next is the configuration /n OBYA. Now going to the Excel once again, this entry rent account debit to intercompany receivable would be in my ABC's books of account, and the other one means intercompany receivable debit to bank would be my 1000's books of account. So once I'll map the same, so 1000 is the 1000 is the one wherein who is paying, and ABC is the one against who is having the intercompany, who is asking 1000 to pay. So here company code 1 would be ABC and company code 2 would be 1000. Now see, I have already mapped the configuration. Still I am showing posted in ABC. Yes, the rent is basically been posted in ABC's books of accounts and being cleared by 1000 company code, hence clearing against 1000. So that's the concept. The expenses occurring in the company's books of accounts would be given in company code 1, that is this, and the company code against which the clearing is happening would be given in company code 2, that is this. So that's the concept. Now see here, receivable and payable. This is this section is company this section is company code 1. Company code 1 means ABC. Okay, so in ABC's books of account, 40 means debit would be 127. That means the receivable means intercompany receivable 127 127. Yes, intercompany receivable. See, now your question may come up, like how do we understand what all accounts to be mapped in which fields? See here, company code 1 is given, that means you are mapping this GL for company code 1, that is ABC. Okay, now receivable and payable, there are two sections. In receivable, obviously the intercompany receivable will be mapped. In payable, obviously the intercompany payable would be mapped. That's a simple concept. I mean, everyone can understand. That is quite a simple concept. So here debit means debit would be the intercompany payable, that is this intercompany payable given, and in the payable section 50 means credit would be the intercompany payable. Now obviously 307 is given, that is obviously the intercompany payable. Yes, intercompany payable. So that two account is mapped here, that is quite obvious. Now this part is clear in the books of ABCs. Now the next section, company code 2, that is posted in 1000 company code, clearing against ABC, posted in company code 1000, that is number 2 company code, and clearing against ABC company code, that is number 1 company code. So here also receivable and payable, two sections. So receivable, obviously the intercompany receivable in 1000's books of account, and payable is obviously intercompany payable in 1000's books of account. So let me show you. The GL number is same, the reason being in both of the company code the GL account number is same. I have configured them likewise, I mean I have maintained the GL likewise. So however the chart of account is different. So I am going inside. This is the INT chart of account shared in 1000's company code. See, 127 is given in receivable, that is intercompany receivable as displayed here, and again in the payable 307 is given, that is again intercompany payable. So this concept is clear and it is quite a simple concept. So the configuration is done, OBYA configuration is done, intercompany configuration is done. Now the part comes in the transaction, how we post the intercompany transaction. Let me post a JV and I'll map this one only, this transaction only, that is the rent debit to bank, and I'll post the rent debit to bank. Now these clearing adjustment, these clearing entries will be automatically populated by system itself. It will be automatically proposed by system itself. So going to AB50, see here the company code is ABC. I will not change, I will post in the books of ABC company code only. I need not to post both the entries in both the company codes. That's the funda, that's the configuration. Configuration will be doing the entry in the background. Configuration would be posting the clearing entries in the background, and that's the cross company code cross company code documents. So I am posting in the books of accounts ABC. Now date is given. Now rent debit to bank. Now I'll choose the rent account. Yes, this is the stall rent being debited here. Say amount is 900 euro. Now ABC, fine. Cost center, let me put a cost center here, cost center given here. Now coming to the next section, that is bank. Stall rent debit to bank, stall rent debit here to bank. Bank would be credited, but bank would be which bank? Bank would be our company code 1000's bank. Now let me go to the company code. Here the company code given. Bank would be in the books of accounts 1000's books of accounts. So 1000 company code given. Now going to change the bank. Yes, 1000 chosen. Bank, yes, this is the bank account chosen. Bank would be credited, credit chosen. Now just press the star, no commitment. Okay, So here against this GL, one field is mandatory, that is the commitment. This is the commitment item which is mandatory here. I am putting the mandatory field here. Now coming back, yes, so now it's given. Now pressing enter, yes. Now clicking on the simulate button. See, I only have given stall rent to debit, stall rent to bank account, which is taken, and the others means intercompany payable and intercompany receivable has automatically come up here as per the configuration maintained. So rent is being debited in ABC's books of account and bank is being credited in 1000's books of account, and accordingly stall rent debit to intercompany payable, again intercompany payable is credited in ABC's books of account and intercompany receivable is debited in 1000's books of account. Now how do I understand? I'll just simply post this transaction and see what happens. Here it seems simulate and then complete. Clicking on the complete, yes, document got posted, document got parked. Okay, so let me do one thing. ABV0, going inside. Why it got parked? Because there was some items which were not this is not safe. ABV0, yes. Now I am again in ABV0. So what I need to do, I have to click on this post button. Yes, it says that there is a log error, and I know the error. The however, let me show you the error. Go to then error log. Item 4 must be corrected because there are some mandatory fields in item 4 which is not given. Item 4 means this entry, the last entry. Here I am putting the test, and the most importantly, yes, it is missing. It is the mandatory field, the commitment one. Now clicking on this one, coming back again, posting. No, it is park again. This is post. Thus the document would be posted. Yes, the document has got posted, and it is the C cross company code number, means this is the number wherein the document got posted, which is a cross company code document. This the cross company code documents comes like this only. The first section is the document number, second is the company code, and third is the year. So see, there are two company codes in which the document got posted. One got posted in ABC company code with 79 document number, another got posted under 1000 company code with 3 document number. So that's the concept. Now I am going one by one. First of all, 79 document got posted under company code ABC. So going inside this, yes. Now again pressing enter. See, rent debit to intercompany payable, which is absolutely fine, in line with the transaction that I have furnished in my Excel sheet. So rent would be debited to intercompany payable would be credited, absolutely fine. Now the other one means the one which got posted in company code 1000's books of account. So going to this one. Now this is the entire entry, this is the entire transaction. Now going to the intercompany documents, again in which got posted in 1000's books of account. Here bank is being credited, absolutely fine, and intercompany receivable is being debited, absolutely fine. So that's the entry which is expected, and that got posted successfully as per the mapping made in the system in OBYA. So that's the concept. And if we click on this one, the cross company code document, now this will be opening up, which is the total, which is the entire entry combinedly happened under ABC and 1000 company code. That is this one: bank credit, rent debit, intercompany receivable debit, intercompany payable credit. So absolutely fine, that's what is expected. And see here, the company code and the document number, all these things are mentioned. That's the concept of cross company code. So I hope it is clear to you. If it is not, then please put your comments in the comment section. I'll surely try to answer all of your query. So if you have liked the video, then please like and subscribe the channel, and please share as many as possible. I'll surely come up with my next video within few days. Till then, keep watching the channel. Thank you. Bye. Take care.